Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I missed you. What's been up? How was your Wednesday? Mine was great. All my days are so good. Tomorrow is Juneteenth, and uh, yeah, and I took Monday off, so this whole week has just been really beautiful. I got like so many great messages, and I was like so excited to share it with you. And I still am, but I'm just like a little bit sleepier now. And I had delicious dinner. Okay, so let me play you this. First of all, welcome to See Like Sheba. I am your beautiful, amazing, brilliant hostess, Sheba. You're going to be seeing like me. Lucky you. Um, like, comment, subscribe, donate. And yeah, okay, so I want to play you this thing that I saw, and I was like, oh yeah, that's absolutely what's going on. And I've definitely mentioned this before. So hold on. Can you hear?
And are just supposed to protect with their muscles and use their listening ears and carry out instructions.
Okay, so.
Oh, by shut time. That's how I feel about that. I don't know nothing else about it. Y'all do what you want to.
What if black women were
What if black women were supposed to be the leaders and black men are just supposed to protect with their muscles and use their listening ears and carry out instructions?
Oh, by shut time.
What if black
women were supposed to be the leaders and black men are just supposed to protect with their muscles and use their listening ears and carry out instructions? Babe, I be saying this all the time. I'm sorry. I think it bears out in nature, but men are not the leaders, my loves. Men are not the leaders. Obviously, like, this world is one in which we have forced people who are not leaders into leadership positions. That's why their decision making is doesn't make any sense, right? To a lot of us, it's because they're not leaders. Yeah, they're just supposed to, what'd she say?
What if black women were supposed to
use
be
their
the leaders
muscles and their listening ears
with their muscles and
to
use their
protect
listening
us.
ears
Yes,
and carry out
and
instructions.
carry out instructions. Men, I've said this before, men are very good at doing what they're told. They're so good at being like little soldiers and teammates and banding together to like be in a gang and, listening to what their dad tells them and joining the police force. And yeah, like, I just don't think that men have the we haven't trained them, conditioned them to okay, great, you can hear. We've what does Billy say here? The vast majority of men are not leaders, and the political mythology warps everything and truly harms us all. Truly. Yeah, we just haven't encouraged men to have leadership qualities. So they don't have the emotional regulation that a leader needs. They don't have the vision or the creativity that a leader needs. They don't have the humility that leaders need. They aren't able to we don't encourage them to be curious or to not know, to be a learner, to be adaptable. They're very nope, stuck in my ways. This is how I do it. This is just me. And not a good leader. No discernment skills, just understand, you give them a task, they will carry it out. They will not question whether or not they should be doing the task. They don't question whether or not they are the right person to do the task. But they will do it. And that's not a good quality in a leader. Great quality in a follower. Great quality in a supporter, a servant, an assistant, someone who is here to help the leader, someone who is able to carry out the leader's vision. And yeah, so that was just like coming to me today. I was thinking about my family, of course, and how and we've been seeing Israel has been attacking Iran, and Iran has been acting in self-defense, a little lightly, if I might say, but and yeah, the U.S. is trying to steal Iran's oil, and they probably have lithium or something. They're just trying to have dominance in the world, particularly in the Middle East, and so there's talk of war, and we're owned by these corporations, these weapons manufacturers, and these other military industrial complex people. And so yeah, there's talk of US troops being deployed. I saw like they're serving like the pre-deployment meal of like steak and lobster. It's like their death row thing, which I'm like, yeah, they call it when soldiers die in the war, in a fight, whatever. They call it natural attrition. It's like they build their deaths into their metric. Crazy. Anyway, though, I'm thinking like about like the whole thing between me and my family this like year and a half at least, probably all our life, is like they're out here trying to my brother-in-law wants to just like doesn't care about anything that's going on in the world, isn't interested in learning, doesn't want to get involved anyway, just wants to like go to work, play his video games, hang out with his kids, and like that's it. And my brother is in the military, and he's they're talking of deployment stuff, and he's he hates it, and it's like really demoralizing, and they've got they know the guy is an idiot. Hexeth is like a unqualified, and he's like, oh, he hates it, but like still gonna go. What? Like, I'm sorry, like those men are not leaders. It's okay. It's like we've been taught that like there's this hierarchy, and the leaders are better than the followers, but like you need both. And men are it. And the harm comes when all of us, men and women, play into this delusion that men are supposed to be the leaders. So we have men like my brother-in-law and my brother, my family kind of wants to let them do what they want to do. However they want to handle it, however they want to engage with the world. It's our job to just like let them do that. And actually, it's not. Sorry, like I'm a lawyer, and my sister went to law school, and my mom has a poli-sci degree and a counseling degree. I don't know. We're just the smart ones. We're the leaders. We're the ones who can like learn from history, and when we see an unqualified and racist and like violent, greedy white man telling black men to like go die for like go kill and die for like you're not supposed to do it. Like you're not supposed to waste our good, brilliant black men on like being cannon fodder for the American empire. And so like, and it's sad. It's like, these men, like their bodies, like they're not even, they haven't done the work. Their bodies are not equipped to handle the responsibility. Literally try to hold a man responsible for the things that he's done. And like, what? Huh? No. They hate accountability. They run from accountability. They hate from being they run from being responsible. Literally, they cannot handle the responsibility, and we're giving it to them. We're letting my dumb little brother make the decision to just like, oh yeah, you want to go? Yeah, go do what you're told. Do what like the worst white men in history want you to do. That makes sense. It's just so mm-mm. And so actually it reminded me of, here's another little thing, and this is a kind of a callback, circle in, I don't know what you call it, crossover episode. Hold on. Let me see. Share screen. Big. Yeah.
When a tiny frog hops into a giant tarantula's burrow, it seems like it's walking right into a trap. And if the frog has the right chemical signals, it's safe. The frog helps by munching on ants that could attack the spider's eggs. The tarantula becomes the frog's bodyguard. It makes the frog seem like a pet, but they're really just tolerant roommates.
Topping from the bottom. Topping from the bottom. Yeah, that's what I think my mom and my sister are doing. They're topping from the bottom. My brother-in-law is not the brains of that operation. My brother, not the brains of anything. And I don't know enough about his wife to, like she might have been, I don't know. I can only speak for, I'm going to speak about my mom and sister, who I know are smart enough, but who knows, maybe I've been like projecting my brilliance onto them. Maybe they're not that smart, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they are smart. And so if they are, then the reason Freddie's husband is so, he doesn't really do much to, like protect or lead in a way that like, is going to keep us safe from like the white men doing the terrible stuff. He's just like, he's small, and Freddie wants that. My sister wants that. My sister's happy to, like, she chose a husband who's going to keep her, go to work, they come home, they don't do anything different than that over and over and over again, until, indefinitely. And like my mom loves a man in uniform. My mom like is very pro US military. And like, so of course my brother like enjoys that, his mother is very proud of what he's doing. And she really shouldn't be. She really shouldn't be, actually. Like, I'm sorry, it's 2025. We like know about the US military. It's not a good organization. And everyone says, oh, well, it's like, they recruit children. That's not my brother. He's in his mid-30s. He's the same age as Jesus. Okay? So Jesus was when he died. Obviously. He's not thousands of years old. But yeah, he's an adult, and thus I have to assume the only reason he's still like in the US military, and why everyone in my family seems like, what? I mean, he's not gonna quit. He's never gonna like leave his job. Why? Like, I assume the only reason people think that is because my mom doesn't think he should leave his job. I think that because like, when Aaron Bushnell first self-immolated, and they had a couple of other like military people who resigned in protest of what's happening in Palestine. And I asked my mom about it, and she just didn't say anything. Like, okay, cool, that's a choice. But, it's not a very loving one. And it wouldn't be very loving if, Billy's on his, new job hunt creation. I don't know. He's like crafting up something new. But, it would be really shitty of me if I was like, why don't you go join the military? It's a great way for Black men to get ahead, and you can make money, and you can get, like, that would be like really shitty of me to do. Right? Because Billy's brilliant, and he can do so much, and he can do so much good in the world, and it would be such a waste to give him to the US military to, yell at him and condition him into a useful cannon fodder, a useful weapon for for US imperialism. Is that really loving? And yeah, so I'm like, that's crazy. Okay, so last thing. Wait, is this the last thing? Let's see, what did I write down? Yeah. Yeah, like, so with my family, I think they were really kind of, they're doing this like, we're just sitting here waiting for you to stop being crazy, and we'll be here when you've like come to your senses and you come, and I'm like, they have this idea that like they are home, and like they are the safety of home. But I have come to realize I'm the source of safety. Everyone feels safe around me. When people are around me, they feel like everything's going to be okay. That's because I'm the safety. I'm generating it. I am the sun and the water, and like I am the one giving life and warmth and refreshment. So, they have this idea that like I'm going to be going to them when, things get messed up in my life, and I'm going to go back to them. Like, I am the home. I am the safety. So why would I go to the place where I was originally traumatized, first of all? And also where like, no thank you. I'm the warmth. I'm the warmth and the refreshment. No thank you. But yeah, my mom will be like, oh, what does Sheba want me to do? What does she want? Like, I want you to boycott. I want you to care. No one had to tell me what to do. I just saw what needed to be done. I understood what interested me. Yeah. I don't know. And I did it, and I'm still doing it. It's an ongoing thing. And so she's got this like stagnant, I think my brother donated to Doctors Without Borders reluctantly, like back in October of 2023. And like, they're like, what? We did that. Like, I'm like, oof, guys, oh no. Okay. If you don't know, it's not you, I guess. But one thing my brother had said years ago is that they always protect the guy with the radio, because if you lose control of the radio, the whole war is lost. And I think about that. I was thinking about that because I think about it like I would like to be that. I would like to be the radio. I would like to be the guy with the radio, who everyone protects. Because we're kind of taught to fear speaking. Like, oh, if we say the wrong thing, or we say too loud, or we say it to the wrong person, or the wrong person hears, or then we will be unsafe. Harm will come to us. I think it's the opposite. I think we always protect the guy with the radio. It's like our natural instinct. We like want to hear the message. We want to know what's up. And yeah. Okay, so last thing I saw. This is from the Vietnam War. Okay, this woman who was known as, here, let me do another big screen. Hanoi Hannah.
GI, your government has abandoned you. They have ordered you to die. GI, do not trust them. Defect GI. It is a very good idea to leave a sinking ship.
I love that. Let me.
GI, your government has abandoned you.
Yeah, your government has abandoned you. Yeah, like I love that. That's so like one, how terrifying would that be if you were like drafted and you like were dying in a Vietnamese field and you hear this like voice over you being like, "Go home, GI." I love that. So she would read lists of US Army casualties. Oh, I didn't see what that said. But yeah, she would just like tell them to go home. And okay, so that had me thinking of you remember in Interstellar, that one with Matthew McConaughey and that redhead, I don't remember her name. And I think Anne Hathaway. Anyway, what's his name? Matthew McConaughey. He goes away and the girl, when she's a girl, she like translates the sand or whatever, and I'm pretty sure it says stay, like because it was like, spoiler alert, Matthew McConaughey trying to communicate to her to tell him to like stay, to like not go on this mission because it's a suicide mission and it doesn't matter. Okay, so I love the idea of being like Hanoi Hannah, but I'm Sheba and I'm in the US and I'm like, stay home, GI. Your government has abandoned you, GI. What else did she say? Oh my God, it's so funny. It is a good idea to leave a sinking ship, GI. Stay home, GI. Because like, yeah, I mean, their soul will be lost in the Middle East. If they aren't unalived, they will likely unalive themselves when they get back and realize what they did for the terrible reasons. Your rich leaders grow richer while you die in a swamp, GI. They will give you a medal, GI, but only after you are dead. This could be me. And like, my name's already Sheba. Your government lies to you, poor soldier. You have lost this war, GI. Your army will leave you behind. Yeah. So anyway, that is what I am supposed to do as a leader. I'm not supposed to just, oh, the boys want to go fight a war? Okay. Like, guys, you're supposed to, it's 2025, babes. We're supposed to have learned about the senselessness of war. You know, we're supposed to have like realized that we're supposed to like not be solving issues and problems the exact same way we were 100 years ago, which is just sending dumb, poor boys to like kill each other. Come on. Obviously, women, we've been letting men run the show too much, and that is ending. It is reaching its natural conclusion, obviously, destruction, nuclear holocaust. And so I'm gonna need everybody, all the ladies, I'm gonna need to start stepping up. I'm gonna need us to dissuade, what is it called? Disillusion ourselves from the idea that like men are the leaders and that we are supposed to be following the men. Please. These men are supposed to be following you. You are likely topping from the bottom. And so if you are surrounded by dudes who are either following or ignoring, like fawning, freezing, fleeing, these like terrible men in power, like, why is that? Why are you with this person? Like they're here to protect us, the valuable ones. So why are you following them? It doesn't make sense. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna think about it. Stay home, GI. Your government has abandoned you, GI. I love it. I'm gonna think about it. We'll see. Like Sheba. Maybe I'll do that after I say I love you. Okay, bring your forehead up. I love you. This is all made up. I love seeing how I can make it up better. It's easy. The bar is so low. It's so terrible and so stupid. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah, so fuck Israel, fuck America, stay home, GI, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see, like Sheba. So cute. Ugh, precious. Love you so much, girl. Okay, yeah, I'll see ya. Bye.